All right. We covered that well. I feel in touch with you now about how you feel a little bit abandoned because of your father. Is that right?
Yes.
And I also picked up that your mother's kind of a role model to you. You want to be like her in a way, but you feel like maybe you haven't achieved that yet, even though you are a mom and you do take very good care of your daughter. Right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, now let's focus a little bit in more on your daughter, if that's okay.
That's fine.
Do you want to tell me a little bit more about her?
Well, she's 13, so she's in her teen years. So sometimes she can be a little bit difficult to deal with because of her attitude problems that are starting. She's very bright, good student, uh, AB student. She also is into sport. She plays soccer right now at school, and she has friends.
That's good. That's very good. How do you think that your you and your daughter's relationship is? Do you think it's a healthy, good one, or maybe not so good one?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's perfect, but it's also not that terrible. I think the only issue with our relationship is that she knows I'm hiding something from her. And I know it's the drinking, which she doesn't know about. So I think that's kind of why she's distancing herself away from me, and I distance myself away from her when I'm drinking. And so I just feel like that's probably making her feel bad.
So, would you say that drinking is driving a wedge between you and your daughter?
Yes, I think it is.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, honestly, it breaks my heart because that's not something I want. I don't want to hurt my daughter with my problems. I feel like I'm causing her to, in a way, be disappointed in me and mad at me, and I don't want her to think that I'm trying to hurt her or lie to her. It's just that it's something that I want to keep away from her so that she doesn't do it and so that she doesn't know what I'm doing because I know she'll be very disappointed in me if she finds out.
Is is she aware of the effects of alcoholism as you are aware?
I'm pretty sure she knows stuff that she's learned in school so far, and I'm pretty sure she knows how it can harm your body and how you shouldn't be doing that.
And did I hear you correctly when you said she doesn't know about your alcoholism?
Well, at least I don't think she knows. Like, she probably suspects it, but she probably doesn't know. Like, I haven't said it to her.
Okay, all right. How do you think she would react if she were to find a bottle of alcohol just laying around the house somewhere?
I want to say that you'd probably think it would be no big deal, like probably just something that we've had from like a family dinner or something. But if she saw it probably hidden in my room somewhere, she'd probably think that'd be a little off.
Alright. So do you think that you're nervous about her ever finding a bottle?
Yes, I am very nervous that she'll probably find a bottle. Like that's her finding my secret.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And how well do you think you're handling that fear?
I mean, I'm trying to handle it as best as I can. I mean, I'm hiding it. And I just feel like that's the worst part is that I'm hiding it from her. But like sadly, I feel like I'm doing a good job of hiding it.
Do you want to continue hiding this from her?
Yes and no. The reason why I want to continue hiding it from her is because I don't want her to know that I'm an alcoholic. But the reason why it would probably be best for her to find out is maybe it could help me stop in a way.
Do you have a plan to stop drinking?
Well, so far my only plan is to continue this therapy, and I'm also being more encouraged towards doing an AA meeting with other people from my community who probably have a drinking problem as well.
Okay, well, to me it sounds like you do have a good support system and you have an okay plan in place, but I'd like to kind of further your plan a little bit and put some ground steps into place for you to do. So what do you think the very first step is going to be in your recovery?
Accepting that I am an alcoholic, for sure, because I know that if I don't do that, I probably wouldn't be willing to change.
I'm so happy you're willing to change. It's very courageous of you to come in here and admit that you have a problem.
Thank you.
No problem. And how do you think that having a sober parent in the house is going to affect your daughter in terms of school and friends and just her social life in general?
It should make it better for her, actually, and it should make our relationship better, just based on that. She wouldn't feel like I'm hiding anything towards her, and maybe I could be there for her more.
Do you ever miss family gatherings or any of her soccer games due to your alcoholism?
I have, usually because I either passed out or was too busy trying to get my hands on some alcohol that I just wouldn't go to a game or to a family gathering.
How do you think she perceives those events?
I think she does get upset knowing that I wasn't there. She probably feels like I let her down in a way for not showing up.
And did you ever talk through those appearances with her, how you weren't there? And
She, like, in a way, she'd act like she didn't really care. She'd be like, oh, so why didn't you come to my game? And then I'd lie and say that I was busy or that I had things that came up. And then she'd just be like, oh, okay, well, I just wanted to know. But I can tell that it really did bother her that I wasn't there and her other friends' moms were there for them.
yes, that's true. How do you think that your relationship with your daughter, being just kind of in the middle, affects your relationship with your husband?
With him, I feel that we are also having marriage issues because I know that it bothers him knowing that I drink a lot. It probably bothers him that every time he wants to go out with me, he's scared to even take me out to dinner because he's afraid I'm going to ask for a bottle of wine or something.
Right. So just to be clear, he does know about your alcoholism, right?
He does know.
And he was the one who suggested you come to therapy and make the change process?
He was.
And you're in agreement with the change process, right? That's what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. It sounds like you really are starting to change. It's just the pre-changing step is always the hardest. You've admitted you know you have a problem. You understand the consequences of not changing. But the hardest part is really getting your plan in place and just really pushing towards that goal. And it sounds like you have your first step planned out, but what do you think will happen if that plan doesn't work out?
If that plan does not work out, I honestly don't know what I will do because I know that if I don't continue with this process of changing and setting up plans and following through with them, it's going to damage my marriage and my family.
Are you prepared to lose your marriage or your family?
I'm not. That's why I'm here today because I'm willing to fight for them.
That's wonderful, and it's a very big step in your life, and I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
And it sounds like, to me, you're very ill prepared to lose your family and your daughter, your husband, any immediate family, and those tight bonds you've created with them. And what would be the second step in your process of change?
My second step would be me setting up goals and plans to achieving my main goal, which is not to drink as much anymore.
Alright, that's wonderful. Would you mind sharing some of your goals and aspirations with me?
Well, obviously the first one I think should be me trying to change my way of, drinking. Maybe I can probably start running, or a different way for me to get my mind off things. Or if not, I could at least cut back a little, because I know I do drink like about 6 glasses of wine a night, so maybe making it 3. So, just cutting it down a little bit more and more.
That's another very good strategy, to go for a run. That's another coping mechanism that you could use in your time of need. And are you nervous about going through 1-step, 2-step, 3-step?
I think I am a little bit nervous because I don't know how long it's going to take me to achieve each step. But I think it's the smartest way for me to actually reach my goal. I mean, if I don't have these steps, I don't think I'd be willing to put all the effort in if I feel like I'm not going to get anything accomplished done. Like, these steps make me feel like I'm actually going to accomplish something.
I appreciate you're willing to share your steps with me, and I appreciate your willingness to come to the session with me today and really focus on this person-centered therapy. I think that you're going to do very well here because you've been so open with me about your family and your anxiety and depression and your mix of feelings going on inside, along with you being very willing to share how close-knitted your family is and how much they mean to you. And I think with their support and their pushing you to do better and better, that with time and lots of coping skills and practice, you will be able to achieve your goal of being sober 24 hours out of the day.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We covered that a very well session, and everything you've said to me today is very valuable and worth time thinking about and speaking with someone to about.
Okay.